One of the great misconceptions of modern life is that we must always be productive and always be hustling, that the value of a day lies solely in what we've achieved, what we've ticked off from our endless lists of tasks. And so, when we step away, when we take a holiday, we often carry with us an uneasy guilt, a lingering sense that we are avoiding our duties. But in truth, holidays are far more than an escape. They are an act of profound self-care, a philosophical statement about how we wish to live. When we think of vacations, we often imagine grand vistas or exotic adventures. But the true value of a holiday isn't in its grandeur. It lies in its ability to disrupt the patterns of our daily lives, to remind us that there are other ways of being and other rhythms to life. A holiday is, at its essence, a chance to see the world anew. This, I believe, is where photography plays such a remarkable role. To photograph is to pause, to notice, to say, "This matters to me." And yet, so often we photograph with an eye toward others' viewpoint and expectations, capturing images that conform to what we think the world wants to see. The iconic city view, the landmark that has graced 1,000 posts on social media. These are no doubt beautiful, and you would be glad you took that photo. Yes, it is your photograph, but are you really there? Did you took the photo with intention and full attention? Can you say, "I was here, I noticed, and I wondered"? Some of the most meaningful photographs are the ones that capture the overlooked, the textures of life that others pass by, the way the light falls on a quiet street in the early morning, the untold story of why an empty bottled water was left here. What's the meaning of this graffiti? Why are they doing this in the middle of a crossing? What's this plastic bag doing there? Why someone tied it there? Why there are lots of empty chairs, but there's a long line of people downstairs for this ramen place? A photograph, when done with intention, can serve as a way to slow down time. It is not merely a record of what we've seen, but a reflection of what we've felt. To photograph in this way is to engage deeply with the moment. It requires us to stop and notice, to frame our surroundings with curiosity and care. It is, in many ways, a profoundly philosophical act, an antidote to the speed and superficiality of modern life. And yet, even as we immerse ourselves in these moments, there's an enduring paradox to vacations. After taking a well-deserved vacation, people often say, "Back to reality," or "back to our old life," as though the joy of a holiday is somehow less real than the stress of their workday lives. But isn't it the other way around? Isn't the laughter shared with loved ones, the peace felt by the sea, the wonder sparked by a new city, the taste of a food you've never tasted before, seeing a product you never even imagined existed? Aren't these experiences closer to what life should be? To say that vacations are an escape is to diminish their importance. They are not an escape from reality. They are a confrontation with it. They remind us of what truly matters, of the lives we long to lead, but are often too busy to pursue. So, my note to self, and maybe an unsolicited advice to anyone who's getting into photography like myself: the next time you take a holiday, I invite you to treat it not as a retreat, but as an exploration. Bring your camera, but leave behind the need for perfection. Capture the beauty of the unnoticed. The tissue dispenser in a wall, the damaged pavements, the different shoes people use to travel with, the texture of the wall across the street, or how one man is to cross path hundreds of people to a scramble, or how beautiful the traffic signs are. Let your photographs be a meditation on the world, a way of saying, I was here, I noticed, and I wondered. Ultimately, vacations are not about what we see, but how we see. And photography, when done with mindfulness, can teach us to see the world and ourselves with greater clarity. It reminds us to savor the fleeting, to cherish the quiet, and to live more fully in the present. If you are still at this part of the video, thank you. But I would want to share this photo that I noticed during my vacation. And it is a snapshot of a station where the floor's coating is worn out, which means that's the part where foot traffic goes, where people crisscross. But at this specific instant, it is vacant. No one steps there for some reason, and I found it refreshing, like the floor is taking a break, or people are letting it to have a break. I'm just mesmerized by it. How about you? Please share what you noticed differently on your last vacation, whether you took a photo or wished you had. Please write in the comment.